Welcome back to another Diecast Resurrection. Today we're working on a Hot Wheels Packin Pacer. Fun fact, the very first video I ever did on this channel was a packing pacer that was in pretty poor condition. If you guys wanted to watch that cringe fest from about 3 years ago, I'll leave the link here, and I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, okay? If you watch it, I'm sorry. Today what I wanted to do was paint this thing up like the Mirth Mobile from Wayne's World. I think the paint for this thing will be similar to what we did on the little Trabant here. Insert sewing machine noises. So I guess let's get started on this thing. We'll just see where we end up today. Look at this little buggy. Ming, 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 ming. That's kind of a cool looking car. Oh good, I thought the glass had a crack in it, but I think it's just, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like pencil crayon. I don't know if that's a relatable reference. I wonder what's up with that little bit of red. To me that looks like someone was like trying to detail this engine through the hatch like this and then was like, nah man, I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna stop right now. This is an awesome interior, I'm gonna say. Look at it, look at them buckets. Packin Pacer, Mattel Incorporated, 1977. Cool, man. So why don't we get this thing stripped and we'll start doing some work on this. In my last video, we did a little bit of a, I don't know, a metal prep technique on the car, and I didn't do a very good job recording it. But there she is in all her splendor. As far as the effects go, I mean, you could put the candy on as deep as you want and just try to get the brightest effects you possibly can, but I think the side didn't turn out quite as good because I just had more as like straight across lines when I should have had more like almost like zigzaggy, like lightning bolts would have been like absurd looking. So maybe you guys experiment with different patterns and we'll just see what we come up with. I think this thing looks very luxurious anyways. Well, this isn't doing too much. It's taking a long time. They had some durable paint in the 70s. So it's been like 10 minutes. And there's a couple of these paints where they kind of like loosen up but don't actually lift. And I think this might be one of them. It doesn't do the big dramatic peel that we're used to looking at. It kind of just sits there and submits. That looks like this is the case in this one. So I'm just going to go straight to the wire brush and some hot soapy water and I'll be right back. So I tried watching some Wayne's World last night just to get in the mood. I figured Amazon Prime would have it for sure. Apparently it's only available to American viewers on Amazon Prime. So us Canadians, take it in the... It's got to have something to do with Trudeau. I wanted to check out that, what's her name? Cassandra?
Who's Anthony?
My drummer.
Okay.
No, I told you next week we'll be doing...
Being a little chubby kid, growing up in the 90s and seeing that red rope licorice dispenser those guys had in the roof, I would have died. I think if I had like red rope licorice just on tap like that, man, there's no way. It's amazing that some of these even fit together. Like there was some dirty flashing on those headlights, but I guess when you got like a press putting them together, you know, like, I guess they don't really have a choice. Beautiful, man. That Scotch-Brite does such a good job for prepping these things. Sweet. Gleek, 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 gleek. I love that stainless look. I'm going to just start with white and I'm going to add some blue to that. I may be pretty close. Let me look at some images. I think we got to go a little bit darker still. We need to go darker. It's a little bit darker than the Trabant. Oh, geez. Darker. Alright, so we're pretty close with the blue. I think we need to add a little splash of yellow. I'm going to switch to my other blue just to get some different kind of tones in there. Did you guys hear that hit the floor? The thing just jizzed over my shoulder. It's okay because we got the whole area protected with those gym mats. So we are in a splash-proof environment. However, now I got some blue paint on the mat. I got to go clean up here. That should work out just fine and dandy. So let me do the other side. Somewhere right about there, I think. Let me check this side. Cool, so I gotta mask this out. We're gonna spray a little bit of white on there, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put some decals on there. And it should be in full color, bright, vibrant flames. I'm not trying to make a complete copy of the Mirth Mobile. I'm kind of putting a Mirth Mobile paint job on my Packin Pacer, if that makes sense. Alright, this is just about to get cool. I got my little decal prepared. So now you'll see why I got to put the white down first. If I just put this decal is printed on an inkjet printer at home. So if I just put it on top of blue paint, that's what you end up with. So you got to put it on white paint to get the full effect of your decal. So let's see how this fits. Ooh, it's almost bang on. So between my vinyl cutter and my printer, I'm getting pretty good at this. As you can see, that's almost perfect. You'd never know there's white paint under there, so hell yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Perfect. It's going to be tricky. I don't really want to put any tape on my decal. I run the risk of peeling that right off again, so I'm going to try to work around it. To get these door handles chromed. That should be good enough. I should be able to work around that in the spray booth pretty easy, so I'm just going to take this whole thing with me. All right, our body is looking great. I don't know if you guys saw my little preview of the tail lights and stuff in the spray booth cam. I did the door handles and I was like, you know what, I got enough tape here. I might as well try to tape off the old tail lights. So yeah, I just did it all in the spray booth, reused all that tape. So that was nice. It worked out quite well. I gotta tell you guys, this Pacer is probably one of my favorite designs we've done so far. It's just so simple. It's nice, clean, looks good. Nice glossy color. I really like it. It's got a couple little scratchies I want to take care of here before I give it the old floor polish treatment. Give her a quick little coat. I've got a little bit of Pledge Revive here. Floor Shine. So I sanded this down to 2000. And let's give her a dip. I have to give her a double dip. Pew, 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 pew. Beautiful. Sweet, so we can just leave that and pour this back into my bottle. All we got left to do is polish up the base. I'll attach some new fresh Redline wheels on there. And then we'll be able to do an assembly on our Mirth Edition Packin Pacer. It's going to be epic. Alrighty, all my pieces are ready here, so I'm going to go ahead and do an assembly. Give me a second and we'll check this thing out. Check it out, here we have a Wayne's World Mirth Mobile Packin Pacer. I love this thing, I think it turned out great. I would have liked it a little teeny bit more if it had a clear windshield, but I think it works. I think it's funky, I think it's, you know, something right out of the 70s. It's cool, man. I like it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Went the extra mile to really tape out those tail lights nicely with the chrome trim, man. Oh yeah, this thing turned out great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like to support the channel. Say hello in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Look at the shine on that baby.